Hallman series and owner of Hallman Publishing, and Frank Fiore, host of the Frank Fiore Show and owner of Storyworks. How are you, Frank? And we're going to continue to talk to Dr. Muhammad, and we have questions. Let's keep it going. So, what questions we have for Dr. Muhammad today?
Oh, me?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, what Neil talks about so many different AI platforms. Um, has anyone figured out how to put them all together into one and do the job of the others?
Yes, it's actually a subject that we covered with Neil on another show. We call them AI aggregators. So you have them in many disciplines, and then you pay one subscription, and they give you a certain number of hours, or they have like reasonable limits per users, but they give you access to multiple AI models. This is becoming more and more common. I use GitHub Copilot, which give me access to about 7 or 8 AI models in one go. 4 of them are unlimited, and the other 4 are called kind of premium. So I have like a set number of hours per month.
Well, what does that look like from the user perspective? The user gets on and you're going to use an AI something. Is there a place or is it AI aggregated that they go to? Or will the AIs then say, oh, you're looking for pictures, oh, you're looking for a video, and switch you over, to Soros
Yes.
like that?
It's coming to that. I think there are some services I just didn't test them, but the one I'm using, I switch manually. So, in that chat box, there is a drop down on the left where you choose which model you want to now chat with. And then you switch from ChatGPT to Claude, from Claude to Grok, and then you keep switching. And it shares the same discussion with those AI. So when you switch the AI, it sends it back the history of your chat, and that AI can pick up where the other AI left. So you can have like different styles or different AI. Sometimes I solve a problem with Grok that I was not able to solve with ChatGPT, and the other way around.
Or now a Claude. What's happening with Claude now? Claude's really hitting a high note this week. They just continue to update. They just keep beating each other down.
Yeah,
That's
Claude
the
is still
problem.
very good. I'm using Claude 4 Sonnet for coding. It's really good.
Okay. When do you think we're going to see AI? You can plug a screenplay into AI and make the movie. I'll make a movie.
Yeah, I think we're not far. It's just the amount. So when it comes to making movies, we're talking about video generation. And at this moment, the hardware that we have, the GPUs that we have, even the expensive one, they're still very slow at generating videos. And that's why they're capping our video generation. Neil, you were complaining about the package from Google
Yeah.
AI. Yeah, that's the reason why they cap. Sora also, they cap how many hours of video you can do per month. It's horrendously greedy in terms of resources, electricity, GPU power to generate 30 seconds of video. It takes so much power at the moment. So it cannot take on that because of the economics of it. But once we solve that economics of video power, I think you will have AI models that can generate series or movies of 2-3 hours in one go.
It's good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, it will come.
I have books that you ask it to adapt a book. I mean, create a screenplay, no problem. They do it. No, the AI can do that. Yeah, adapt your book to a screenplay. But then you want to take that screenplay and say, okay, now here's a screenplay, make a
Well,
movie. Yeah,
you can
almost.
almost shortcut that screenplay, because the AI could interpret it and immediately make a movie out of it and show you 2 different videos and tell you, is this going the right way or that or this style, and then it will come up. Most of at least from the movies that I saw in Hollywood, many of the movies that are actually interesting in terms of plot story, they come from a book. I think you noticed as well. It was a book written in the 50s, in the 60s. Even the science fiction movies that we see in the 2000s, some of them, they draw ideas from those 70s book. So I think it's a very good segue from a book writing to movie. With AI, you will be a movie producer.
You know what I would like to try is I'm finishing a book right now, and I'm gonna ask AI to adapt it to a screenplay and see what it can do.
Mhm.
And I
Yeah.
can screenplay it myself, but I wanted to see what it would do. But I wonder if AI is smart enough. I mean, you could ask it to make a summary. We know that. You could ask it to
Hmm.
do what do you call it, elevator pitch and things like that. I wonder if I could ask AI and say, I want to make a trailer, it's like a movie.
Yeah.
And that's not long. That's usually 1 minute that's, 1 minute to 2 minutes, if that, just a minute. Sometimes
Yeah.
it's 50 seconds to ask to go into the book, into the story, read it, okay, and come up with a screenplay or script that will be a trailer. They can create a trailer out of it, a movie trailer. AI must know what a movie trailer is, right? We
Yeah.
got to define
Yes,
it.
definitely. Yeah.
And then tell it, okay, now do the 1 minute movie trailer.
I think we're not far from that because Neil, VO3,
Yeah,
how long the
VO3
video
is
is?
disappointing. In my opinion, I'm paying for it
Uh-huh.
the first month because you're only limited to 5 videos a month, and that means you're looking at
Yeah.
specifically or a week or whatever it is. It's so limited. Uh, and Sora's almost there.
But Sora doesn't
But
have the
but but see,
sound.
but doesn't have the sound, and I don't think VO3. Google's not going to give away the whole mix. They're trying to say,
Yeah.
hey, we're going to do this, but they're not going to get rid of jobs because they have a lot more to answer to. Um,
So yeah. So I think the when the competition is gonna come, VO will give more limits, and you may use actually some other companies like Alibaba has a video making downloadable LLM called Qwen 3. And it's making some very good images and some very good videos using your local GPU. So the space will get cheaper, Neil. Now I think VO3 they are the only one that have a bit of quality of video plus sound, and that's why I think they will keep the price up because there is no competition yet.
Good stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Paul, questions.
A slightly different one, Doctor.
Hmm.
I'm, you know, Humans have a bias, right? And no matter what subject it is, we have a bias. So, does AI present that same kind of a bias, and if it does, how can we guard against that, right?
Yeah,
To
it's
sort
a
of get just the facts kind of thing.
it's a very good question. So AI has been trained on human content and therefore has inherited our biases, but then it also has a direct and pure logic access to the same knowledge. So if we didn't have compliance for security reasons and political reasons, then AI would have been without bias. But just the political orientation sometimes of certain countries and certain regulators will make the AI bias, in terms of interpreting this country or this way of doing things or this culture. So there is a bias, but I think if you can kind of ask explicitly, you have to ask explicitly the AI to provide you with a non-biased, non-oriented, non-politically oriented answer, and then it says yes. I know that I have been trained from an American perspective on this subject, but maybe an Asian perspective is going to look at it in a different way. And usually you get a good job at that. I tried with even some sensitive political subjects, and at the beginning it will be biased towards like a little bit one way or another, and then when you tell it be objective based on the facts, then it says that based on the facts I believe that this and that. If you don't question it, it will feed you the bias that it
Yes.
was fed by the people who trained it.
You're gonna see, and you're gonna see it, and based on the feed and what they're saying, so you just got to keep asking questions. That's the biggest challenge of it is continue ask.
So,
Yes.
so, so for a writer, um, you we could ask AI, okay, I'm writing an Asian perspective and give me
Hmm.
an Asian perspective and or European or
Yeah.
Germanic specific or whatever. Um, so I think that maybe help us focus a little bit more on international concerns that that we normally wouldn't even know about, sort of thing. Yeah. So
Yes,
yeah, thank you.
and also guard against presentism. Like when you judge that what we do in the present is the best, and cultures in the past didn't get it. So you can also do that from a time perspective.
Excellent. Good.
Mm. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, excellent. Great. Thank you.
Here we come.
I would really like to try that. Uh, I'm doing something right now
Yes,
in
and maybe one more thing at the time that Frank you pick up that Paul because you really raised an important subject. There is also the bias of the observer. Like even when you're doing scientific experiments, you the observer are the biggest parameter of bias. So AI has the same based on the knowledge it has itself of a given subject. It may propose a solution on that technology that it has a lot of content about, rather than saying this technology because it didn't have enough content to be trained about. So it's a technical volume quality of training data that it doesn't have. So it's not a political or cultural bias. It's really like a mechanical volumetric data that it doesn't have enough to give you the right answer.
Interesting. Great. Thank you. Yeah.
Welcome.
Great question and great answers so far. The thing is, and we're gonna be talking about this on the Artilla podcast later today,
Mhm.
Which is about 15 minutes. The thing
Yeah.
I look at is there's just so much to AI, and guys, it's not just your prompts; it's a prompt in the right chat. It's if you really are training your model correctly, and it's going to lie to you constantly and not tell you the truth. Like basically giving these outrageous things. Oh, if I market a book and I do ad spend of $1,000, I'm going to get back over $10,000 worth of sales. No,
Yes.
no, there's no realism to AI. Why is there no realism to AI? To look
No,
at the research and look at the things. Why does it have to tell you these pipe dreams without giving?
because humans do that, Neil. So
Exactly.
AI
Exactly.
AI is a, you can look at AI model as a schizophrenic mind. It doesn't make a difference between what humans say as a lie and what humans said as a truth. If it doesn't have its own scientific or other third party, it will just believe that that lie is the truth. So it is that's what it is. We do that. We humans do that as well.
I mean, we do. Okay, but I mean, that's ridiculous if you're not going to, but you're trusting this being to be our honest truth.
Yes. I think they will improve that, Neil, because at the moment they were just ingesting whatever content they find on the internet about many subjects. And if you look at all the marketing videos on YouTube, you have all these thumbnails and catchy phrases. I made $10,000 by doing this. And those guys are actually lying to get clicks and clickbaiting. But now all that clickbaiting content has been absorbed by the AI. And it
Oh
will take time
no.
and validation to say, no, that's
That's
exaggerated.
not reality.
That's
Like
not
I went
reality.
and I had to question Grok in that way. And
Yeah,
then Grok said, "Oh yeah, there are lots of people making money on Facebook, but it's a very small percentage and they're spending this amount and they have a huge brand." Well, that totally
then
changes.
exactly, yeah.
I mean,
And those
if Facebook is not a cash machine, if you spend in Facebook ads, you're going to get sales. If your product sucks, it's going to continue to suck.
exactly, yeah. So eventually it gave you a good answer. So because they have a brand, that was the main parameter.
Hey, I want to do something here. I'd like to share screen, and then I would like to see if AI or an
Yeah,
AI.
I have the ability to share. You can share. You're good.
Oh, okay. It's the experiment. Let me share screen here.
Hmm?
Too many experiments. That's all I have to say for the time we have.
Okay, no, well, just what
No,
you.
I'm talking not. No, I'm talking in life, meaning
Oh,
lifetime. No, this is
Yes.
great.
Life
I
itself
mean, I
is a
mean,
short
literally, I
experiment.
found out another one that's out there now that I have to buy. I
okay.
mean, go ahead.
I asked AI to look at the draft of the hunting party that I have, okay, which is
Uh-huh.
finished draft. I got to go out now and edit it and stuff. But I wanted to say, look at my draft of this story, and I want you to write a theatrical trailer. Well, this is what it came up with: a 2 minute and 10 second. So there it is. There's the theatrical trailer. Now, how?
Yeah.
Which AI do we ask to say, okay, now turn that into a video or something?
So yeah, this, then you copy it and then you feed it to VO3 or Sora. But
Shall we
2
try
minute
it with
10 is too
Sora?
long. It will not be able to do the 2 minute 10 for you. I think it's between 15 seconds and 30 seconds video length that we have at the moment, and they combine
Five
them.
seconds to you, but you have to spread it out. You have to
Shall
set
I,
it up in slides.
should I
And you have
tell
to kind of
Exactly,
AI?
yeah.
program the whole process. And then it depends if it's going to have the right historical context to your pictures.
Should I?
Yeah.
It's an interesting thing. I've passed that on to Vanessa. I started it at first and I know how to program it. What's really nice about AI, except is it can give you a step-by-step process to do something.
Yes.
However, that step-by-step process could be completely BS after you
Yes.
go through a certain amount. And like I
So is
was
this,
having it feed data today of uploading a spreadsheet and say, hey, give me the straights. And it wouldn't do it 4 times. I'm
Mm.
telling you, I just think ChatGPT is going to lose at the end. So you said Git Copilot. So if I bought all the programs, can I just hook them in to get that Copilot and be able to just switch from each one of them in one
Yeah,
environment?
I can show you, I can share my screen very quickly if you want to
Yeah.
show to see how it is. But it's from a programmer perspective.
Yeah, we'll
But
get
maybe
that
for
get the
Frank,
back. Well, let's just see what Frank's doing right now. So
yes.
Frank, the basic thing I would ask, let's go back up with your prompt. I want to see it.
what do you
Like
want to do?
directly.
I just gave, I could tell it to shorten it to 30 seconds.
Okay, so it says right here. So you're right. You
Says
want to create a theatrical trailer. You can in 2 minutes and 10 seconds, but you have to prompt it step by step of what you want. I
Exactly.
want to create a theatrical trailer using Sora
Yeah.
and Canva, and it will give you a step-by-step process and create slides. Once it does that, it will go each of the slides, tell you what each slide should be. You've already given information on the movie, on the book, right? Frank, you've already thrown the synopsis in there, right?
like the entire story, yeah, the
Hmm.
entire,
The entire story. Okay,
yeah.
type it in. So go
Type
down
one
there
in.
and prompt out. I am going to create a 2 minute and 10-second trailer using Sora and Canva.
Okay, tell me what to
Yes.
say again, and I'll
I,
plug it in.
I'm going to create I want you to create a step by step 2 minute and 10-second video trailer using
Say movie trailer using Sora
Sora and Canva.
and what?
And Canva.
Okay.
Please give me step by step what each slide
How do
should
you
have.
spell? How do you spell Canva?
Canva.
Oh, canvas. Okay,
Canva. No, Canva.
like that.
Yes. Using Sora and Canva. And that's the other thing. So and basically slide by slide. Because you're only allowed videos of 5 to 10 second slides. It could be a
Uh-oh.
little bit longer.
What happened? I lost it.
You go back to hunting party, click back on hunting party. You went to something.
Oh, that's the one that said I ran out of memory with.
See, this is
Come
what.
on.
It's there.
No, this is where I ran out of memory. Which one? Conversation initiated? Is this it? No. Oh, come on.
So we're learning.
There we
It
go.
has to be, there it is. There it is.
There it is. Okay, so that's the prompt.
Yeah, see what it does.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna give you slide by slide because it knows Sora's rules.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's the key. He knows the limitations of Sora and he will adapt to it.
Oh, so you have a limit on chat? How long you can do chat? Oh, a voice chat, Frank. Yeah, we do too.
Yeah. Yeah. 30 to 45 minutes.
Oh, I think I understood that you want to shoot it. Is that what?
This is the prompt you give for Sora.
No. Yeah. That looks like it's adapted to the 10 seconds, 15-second maximum.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's laying out the step by step, but like we
Yeah.
said, what do you do next?
And then you process them one by one. Those prompts,
In
you
Canva,
give them to
using Canva, using slide, the video slide. And I'll tell you even the type of music you should use.
Yeah, that's interesting. But
And then
it's still a lot of work.
you did not like using that one program, Frank, because it didn't match up the words. We had to work on that, programming that voiceover artist. Wow, look at it, how detailed it's getting. Wow.
Yeah. Versioning.
So let's look at this, Frank. Let's break this down to finish up the show. Just to show this is the kind of stuff it puts together, which makes it anyone could do it, but they got to learn. And my lesson is, oh, I don't even get step one. Give me more detail on step one. Then it will do that. Now give me step two. Now give me step three. Now, if you use voice, here's my take on voice. Voice is a great executive assistant. It does not provide the knowledge that the text does. Would you agree, Dr. Muhammad? Or it used
definitely.
to be voice was keeping up. Voice is not caught up with this latest edition of ChatGPT.
I think there will always be kind of a delay in quality of the output between the text and the voice, just from a processing perspective. But this is interesting, and also you can ask. I wanted to highlight another point that Neil, you made me think about, is that it left my mind.
Yeah, but okay, so it's giving the instructions. Question is, you got to know how to do it.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
No, Frank, it came back, Frank, sorry. The idea that I had is that when you're doing things like this, Neil, sometimes your instructions are, like Paul was saying, are biased or not knowledgeable. And then you keep asking questions, Neil, yeah? But you have a knowledge of your industry. When you're doing something like this that is new to you, Frank, for example, you can ask the AI, what is the best practice in making trailers for this kind of book in this kind of environment? What are the best practices? How do we go about it? Is there a warm-up period? Do you go straight to the plot? So when you ask that, it will then give you, and it will adapt this answer because it understood that you want to follow a certain standard or a certain best practice. Does it make sense?
Yeah, I just again, I don't have these tools. I mean, it would be fun to try and do it, but get the voice
Yeah,
on.
this will take some work, and you have to have a bit of media. So this is where AI, as an agentic provider, is not yet ready for taking an instruction from you as a text and producing a long video. It's still too much for even today best AI models. So that's why you have to hash it, and still a human will have to go now and split it and then do that's what Neil does very well. He goes and he reassembles this with using Canva and Sora, and then to make the final 2-minute, 3-minute videos. And if you look at the AI generated stories that are right now popping up on YouTube, there are people doing series. They do like mini episodes of 30 seconds, 45 seconds, 1 minute and a half, and then you have to wait for the next episode.
And it's going to get wrong too. And this is the biggest challenge
Yeah.
is you're going to get into some, I mean, that's where I want to learn cursor. These are new things is once I bring my team on, as I continue to scale the business, I want to learn more and more the code side without having to do code.
Yes, I'm
And
enjoying
now
that.
once you can do that, you could create an app in 5 minutes.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
You can do certain things with Cursor that are just unreal. And Cursor is basically like a sit down thing where you're typing in and it's creating the code for you. Claude does the same. So I need to go deeper into learning those things. Well, how would I learn them, guys? ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Hey, ChatGPT, show me how to use Cursor, a step-by-step process on how to use Cursor. This is not always good for people that need to see learn by doing. I love having instructions in words. Some people don't like instructions in words. They want to see somebody else do it first because it can become very frustrating. It could give you the steps and get you stuck in a specific point.
That's right. Yeah.
So Frank, that's where you can share this with me, and I'll play around and show you what can be done in putting together something like this. The voice part's going to be the biggest part. They're talking about release card and all that. Music with text would look great. I mean, if VO3 was working and literally did not only give you a certain amount of time.
Okay, I'm going to share this with you.
Okay, so you create the link and email me.
Yeah,
and it copies, and that's it.
I got to get it to you. How do we get it to you?
So you have to stop share.
I got to what?
Stop share.
All right.
And then email it to me. And I will play around with this.
Copy the link and email that.
Link, right? Copy the link.
Yeah.
And just send it to me and I'll play around with it.
Yeah, I mean, maybe the first 20 seconds or something, first 10 seconds or something. And
right. The thing you didn't like about the thing with the words is like we can use 11 labs, but the problem with 11 labs is you have to train the voice actor so it can start pronunciating things correctly, start to read the knowledge the correct way. There's just so many things. And like I said, if anyone thinks that they're going to be able to create something better than these other people created, they're wrong to do it because it will be copied. There's going to be no doubt that Google's going to say, okay, I see this company doing well. I'm just going to copy this. Well, the case in point, Facebook, they saw what Snap was doing. I mean, Instagram saw what Snap was doing. They created stories. Boom. Snap was screwed. Meaning the bigger tech company will always copy your idea. So you need to get in the market, make a lot of money, and get the hell out.
That's it.
Yes.
Exactly right.
I mean, or you have to implement it and stay ahead of who your competition is. Yeah, they say, oh, I know AI. Yeah, you're probably only working with ChatGPT. And you probably don't even have the $200 version. And you don't see that ChatGPT sucks right now. And that's what I'm going to be bringing up is it's in its worst phase it's ever been with the new updates. No idea why. But Grok's doing the same garbage as we finish up this show. I asked Grok, go ahead and search real time what's happening with this thing. I can only search to 2024. What? You could do this 3 weeks ago. You could do this. Then you'll ask Grok 3 days later. Can you do that? Oh, yes, I can. That is why that whole idea, Dr. Muhammad, before we finish show, if you wanted to use all the different wrappers, how can you use all the wrappers?
Yeah, let me show you the one that we use for coding if you want. It's something a bit like Cursor. Can I share my screen?
Yeah.
I use it also for chatting, regular chats as well, not only for code. So here, do you see my screen?
Yeah.
So you see on the right, so I have my files here like Cursor. I just built an app yesterday in 1 hour. I built a small app yesterday. So it created my JSON and my JavaScript, and I'm not a developer. And I was just chatting with it. And here I can switch which agent I can use. And you see, I have ChatGPT 4.1, 4.0, 5 mini, Grok, Code Fast, Claude Sonnet 3.5, 3.7, 4, Gemini 2.5, GPT-5 regular, O3 mini, and there are more. I can go here and there is XAI, Azure, and so on. So now I have access to all these AI models to chat with them, and they can look at my code and create code for me and correct it. And I pay just one subscription, and I can switch between them.
But you're not going to get the very best out of each one of them.
Yes. So when I'm stuck with one of them, I give the same chat to the next AI, and sometime it will solve that bug.
But what if it doesn't? If you need what about the people? What about the people who can just go and spend on every one of them, get Perplexity, get the highest level of everything, and spend, and they're spending like $5,000 a month on just AI alone. Do they have a way to switch from each one of them?
Yeah. So one of them was here actually. You see here when you look, Open Router. So Open Router is like a routing software that can route your queries to different AI models depending on what it is. So you have these softwares here that are literally a router. You see here, Open Router. I haven't used it. I just saw some videos on it.
So Open Router will pull your current ChatGPT 5 then?
Yeah, you put your API keys of ChatGPT and Claude and so on, and then it will connect to them and get them to work for you based on some conditional logic.
Got it.
Yeah. So we're getting there. And this is for coders. So now as a coder or as a code assistant, I have multi-AI agents. I have multi-model in one subscription.
But you don't have to write any code. You just say, build me
I'm chatting.
Just build an app.
Exactly. I'm chatting, and then it reads my files, it checks my files, and it says, yeah, great news. The Ollama API is now accessible. So it can know, it uses my terminal. You see here?
Once it builds the app, how do we launch the app?
So that's the thing that here is missing, is that then you need to know how to launch this app. But ChatGPT 5 will launch the app for you live in the chat. So that's what they released 2 weeks ago. It will develop the code, and then it will build the server. It will run the code and show you the front end of your app. But I can't do that here, right here. Here is more like you look at your code and then you put it in your whatever environment, or it can actually use the terminal here, and it will type stuff in the terminal to control my computer, to launch the browser and open the window and show me the result as a web page. That it can do here. But just for you guys to see where it's going from a code perspective, and the same thing is happening also for the chat, regular chat.
Interesting. And Cursor, do you think Cursor is difficult to use?
No. It's similar to what I'm using. Cursor has even more integrations with MCPs and MCP servers, agents. So it's quite good. I like Copilot from GitHub because I was already using GitHub in our team. We use GitHub to store our software and then publish it as a web app.
Okay. All right. I will learn all those different things. All right.
Yes.
Go to rtila.com, thehollowmanseries.com, and frankfiore.com. Appreciate it, guys.
Thank you, guys.
All right. That was a special sound.